Ready to have some summer fun? How can you be effective with your goal setting, yet still have time to be present with your family? Today, we're starting a new series that I'm going to help you figure this out. I'm hurt told time and time again, like, I don't know how you get done what you get done. You're one of the most productive people I know. So I'm going to help you have fun, yet be effective this summer. So let's do this. Welcome back to another episode on the Your Money, Your Life podcast. Today, we are talking about how to have fun this summer, right? Goal setting to be effective and still have fun. Like, really, we're creating an abundant life. We're being abundant with our finances. We're going to create an abundant business. We're going to create an abundant life so that you have time to do, like, live a life still and do the things that you love to do. So, today, like I said, we're talking about goal setting and how to be effective there and still making time for fun. So, first things first. And this week, we're really talking specifically like about your business and goal setting, but this could be applied and tweaked elsewhere as well. Okay. You got to prep ahead. That's the first thing. You have to prep ahead. If there is something that's due in your business this week, if it's an email that has to go out right now, if your podcast episode has to be out and you're just doing it, like it's too late. You got to work ahead. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have like that annual vision and plan everything out for the remainder of the year and all those things, because I feel like we need to be able to have some flexibility and be able to work within our creative space and move when you want to move, like do the things that you want to do, have some room for that, right? But you need to be a little bit far ahead, a little bit farther ahead, at least like a week or so. Okay, it gives you some leeway. And even if like you're working with your team, like if your podcast is recorded 2 weeks out and they're still working on their portion, fine. Or the emails are written, they just have to be put in the scheduler, like actually scheduled. Okay, that's fine, but have a little bit of flexibility, okay? Or a little bit of prep work, which gives you the flexibility, okay? Then we have to prioritize. That's the second thing. Prioritize what needs to get done. If you have time, especially if the kids are at home. Now, by the time this goes live, because I record a little bit in advance, this won't be recent. But if you send me a message on Instagram that says stoplight, if you can't find it, I will send you the stoplight reel that I created that went live today as of this recording. But we are like the stoplight. Okay, hold on. Now I got to back up and explain what the heck I'm talking about. The stoplight strategy is a strategy that I use with my kids whenever I am working and I don't have somebody else to watch them. If there's somebody else here watching them, then the stoplight strategy doesn't exist because like they know, don't come to me, go to whoever's watching you. And if they need me, then they can get a hold of me. Okay. The stoplight strategy is for when the kids are at home and I'm home and they like I'm trying to get some work done. Okay. But we talk about in there, we have to prioritize. You have to know what you need to work on. Because let's say everyone's leaving you alone. There's an episode on Netflix or whatever, they're playing outside 30 minutes. You can't spend 20 of those minutes trying to figure out what the heck you need to work on. You need to be able to spend the full time working, right? Okay. So prioritize and know what you need to work on. The way that I do this is inside my daily planner. We set the intention the night before. I'll be honest, sometimes I'm not the best at staying on top of this, especially when it's been like a busy season. So there's like systems built in place, like as a backup. Like there's never nothing. There's always something. Like we always know something that we need to work on. And here, you know what? Let's just pause. Let's talk about the sponsorship, which will make a ton more sense, and then we'll be right back. Okay. This episode of the Your Money, Your Life podcast is brought to you by Mastering Time Management and Productivity Like a Boss. If you're tired of trying to find that elusive 25th hour in the day and want to make progress on your to-do list without having to hire a stunt double or inventing time travel, this time management system is just for you. Inside Mastering Time Management and Productivity Like a Boss, I'll help you use the 4M Mastery Method to finally get more done in less time without feeling overwhelmed.
My superpower is creating simple systems, and you get to use it to finally take control. Right now, if you enroll, you're going to get 2 months access to Execution Lab. That's my monthly co-working space for clients, so you can actually use all this amazing training you've got. And as a podcast listener, apply coupon code podcast at checkout to save 30%. To see all the details, simply visit aimeecerka.com/productivity. And of course, if you missed that link, it'll be hanging out in the show notes for you.
All right, now that you know, like we're doing a special on the productivity, mastery, time management, and productivity like a boss system. Okay, so we go through all of that inside that system and how like it rolls up for you. Okay, so we have like our daily routine, our daily expectations. But if you don't have that happen, we've set the weekly one. So you have the weekly one to fall back on. And if the weekly one's not done, you have the monthly one to fall back on. And you also have brain dumped all the things that you need to work on, like your master list. Like we know where things are at. So then when you have the time, you always have something to reference. You're not having to sit there and think and be like, there was that one thing that I needed to do and I don't remember what it was. So then I'm stuck. And like that doesn't happen. So the second thing here before I got off on my tangent was prioritize, because we have to prioritize what we need to work on. The third thing is routines. We need to build in routines. Like this is the way things are done, right? This is going to be a household routine here. But like, for example, on Mondays, we vacuum. On Tuesdays, I clean the bathrooms. On Thursdays, I meal plan and make my grocery list. On Fridays, I do our finances weekly check-in. We also vacuum on Thursdays too. Sometimes more frequently than that, even though our dog passed away 11 months ago. We have to vacuum more now because of all the crumbs from the children than I did before with dog hair. But I also delegate that to my kid. That's side note. Another routine would be like our DMO. So every day, Monday through Friday, I check in with my team, make sure like they're like they don't need anything from me. If they have work that need to be approved, if there's something I need to check on, okay, yeah, we know that. So check in with my team. I check in with like posting on my stories. If there's somebody new that followed me on Instagram, I make sure like they know that like I see them and they're there and I appreciate them. Then like responding to messenger conversations, all these things. As I'm saying this, I think I just remembered I missed somebody. After I'm done recording, I gotta go look. But those routines are built in. So when you have that time, like things are done automatically. There's not like as much, I gotta remember what to do. Like it doesn't all have to live in your head. And then it doesn't all have to live in paper because you build that muscle and you're used to doing it. Okay. The fourth thing that I want you to do to be effective in your goal setting and still have that fun, abundant life, that abundant summer that you're looking for is manage your expectations. Okay. I want you to look for the wins. This is called the celebration list. So finding 5 things to celebrate that you did each and every day, ideally, but at a minimum, once a week. Find things that you did to celebrate, find the wins, find the victories, to focus on those things instead of getting wrapped up in the things that you didn't get done. We have to celebrate that because 95% of what we do is our mindset and managing our expectations. We're controlling what we can control. We're working on the things in a way to make it more efficient, more effective, and like systematized and only working on the things that are most important with like our goal setting and our fun. So for example, I really operate during like a normal time. I operate about a 3-day work week is what I plan for. I can work more if I need to, but I plan for a 3-day work week. During the summer, I'm really kicking that back to 2 days. So then I have to adjust my like expectations and what I'm doing and what I'm going to get done when, so that I'm setting myself up for success. Now, if I have more time to work, fantastic. There's always a million things to get done, right? But if nothing else, I get my 2 days in and I get the things that need to be done, and then I get to go have fun. Like we're next week, we're planning 2, possibly 3 fun days. Like that's only possible because we are staying on top of these things and working when we need to work and then having fun when we need to have fun and like relaxing and enjoying it. It's important that we make that a priority. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I had for today. Okay. 4 things to help you have more fun this summer, be more effective with your goal setting, and still like have the fun that you want to. It's almost like time management, right? But they were prepping. Like you cannot be working in the moment. You're going to stress yourself out. We have to prioritize what we need to work on. We need to create routines so that we don't have to use so much brain power about what needs to be done next. Make things automatic. And then the fourth thing was managing expectations and looking for the wins. Because if we focus on the mindset and managing the expectations, like you're basically there. You're going to see the results. You're going to feel the success and the victories. If you are like, I need to be more efficient, I need to be more effective, I want more of what you have, that abundant life, the abundant business, the abundant with our finances, all the things, right? Abundance. Make sure to join me for this special on mastering time management and productivity like a boss. I can't wait to see you inside the program, and we'll talk next time. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening to the Your Money, Your Life podcast. Wondering what's next? When you're ready, there are different levels of support that you can use on the path to creating unstoppable finances and your unstoppable life. After all, your finances are unique and your support should be too. Ultimately, we'll create a customized plan to ditch financial struggle for good that works for you, your goals, your priorities, your life. Go to workwithaimee.com to get started with one of our most popular programs, or you can book a Q&A call with me and we'll figure out what your next step should be.